KAS Consults Nigeria Limited has called on private organizations nationwide to throw their weight behind the federal government's efforts to control and contain the spread of COVID-19. The executive director of KAS, while distributing personal protective equipment to exit school students of the Asokoro Community Secondary School in Abuja, says the equipment, which includes face masks, face shields, and hand sanitizers, will go a long way in protecting them while they write their exit school exams. Our correspondent Amadine Uyi reports.
With almost 50,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus, the decision to reopen schools by the federal government for exit students had come as a big surprise to many Nigerians. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, while insisting there is no cause for alarm, maintains that the adherence to COVID-19 safety protocols and guidelines will stop community transmission of the virus. As Nigerians join the rest of the global community to celebrate the World Masks Day, one private organization, KAS Consults, is also calling on Nigerians to adhere to the NCDC safety protocols.
Until there is a vaccine, the only option we have as citizens to protect ourselves is still the non-pharmaceutical measures which have proven to be cheap and effective, such as appropriate use of face masks and face coverings.
The only way to reduce the transmission is through collective action. Nigerians are urged to take responsibility. The most important advice for our students is to maintain good hand and respiratory hygiene in order to remain safe.
The executive director of KAS Consults, Ademola Kusumu, used the occasion to donate personal protective gears to exit school students at the community secondary school at Sokoro, saying the time has come for the private sector to ensure students resuming schools are more protected.
The children who are heading back to school are our children too, and we will stop at nothing to protect their lives at all costs. We believe that the best way to conquer COVID-19 is to fight it with love, by contributing and donating PPE to the vulnerable as a way to curb community spread of the virus, which informed our recent decision for choosing the final year students sitting for WAEC in Abuja for this distribution.
Kusumu says KAS 3-in-1 protective pack, which is being distributed to students, is locally made and ideal for the protection of young Nigerians.
We practically chose this time to launch the KAS 3-in-1 protection pack, an initiative extensively researched and designed for curtailing the coronavirus pandemic. KAS 3-in-1 is a unique and complete protection pack with the medically approved face shield, a 100% cotton face mask, and a portable hand sanitizer with up to 70% alcohol, which is approved by NAFDAC, are all fully produced here in Nigeria.
An ecstatic representative of the Asokoro Community Secondary School also commended KAS for his gesture of goodwill.
This is a beautiful step in the right direction. This KAS Consult Company has done a great deal for schools in the FCT. As for my school, Community Staff School at Sokoro, we are very grateful for this gesture. It will go a long way in curbing this COVID-19 pandemic.
KAS Consult is also calling on Nigeria's private sector to throw their weight behind the federal government's efforts to contain the pandemic. It says it is open for collaboration with private and government agencies to ensure its 3-in-1 protective gear gets across to as many exit students as possible. Amadine Uyi, Plus TV Africa.
And joining us live is the Managing Director, KAS Consult Limited, Kasumu Ademola. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much.
So how did you come to be involved in the area of face mask and protective equipment in the light of the fact that COVID-19 was an unforeseen development?
Well, basically, KAS Print is the foremost digital printing company in Nigeria. During the lockdown, we had to brainstorm along with my management team that how can we make use of an arsenal of equipment? We can't lock down for this period. So we went into a quick research and development And we were able to come out with the real medical face shield as designed and approved by the World Health Organization. We realized that most of the face shield outside had not been the actual one which the World Health Organization encourages. People get this from China and dump it on us. And if you go around the street, you see how people sell it openly on the market, unprotected, and so on. So we had to develop this, which matches the World Health Organization standard. And we had to approach NAFDAC to get approval for hand sanitizers and nose mask. So we combined these three, and that is how it came about calling it the KAS 3-in-1 pack. Now, this coronavirus is, the pandemic is unique in a way that it spreads at a rate at which nobody can explain. And when we keep hearing community spread, we now decided on our own, let us use the World Mask Day to launch Fighting COVID-19 with Love, which is going to be most effective. So what do we mean by fighting it with love? If I am rich enough to protect myself and my next neighbor is not protected, I'm equally vulnerable. I have some friend who is well-to-do. Unfortunately, he lost the battle against COVID-19. And when the trace was done, it was discovered that one of his cooks had contacted this virus. So what are we saying? If you had protected that innocent cook and his family, you would be alive. So we're thinking that we are protected without protecting the vulnerable ones. We are equally vulnerable.
So how much success have you then been able to achieve?
No, come again?
How much success has KAS Consult been able to achieve?
Yeah, we just launched it yesterday, and we had to lead by example by taking upon ourselves to give a free pack to each of the students undertaking WAHEC in Abuja, in the whole of Abuja. We are doing this in conjunction with NCDC, and we have told NCDC, KAS Consult is going to take care of all the students undertaking WAHEC and NECO. We are led by example. The package we give them is worth about 50 million. We also call upon other government agencies to do the same. If we can do this, we will realize that we're able to fight this pandemic with love. And in no time, everybody will go back to his or her normal business.
So let's
so
now
we
talk,
produce this in here in Nigeria,
let's talk now about mass
we are willing
production.
to partner with any organization who is willing to.
Let's talk about mass production. We're really running out of time
even for
now.
Individuals. Come again?
We're really running out of time now, so I'd like you to quickly talk about mass production and how your organization was able to mobilize mass production, mass distribution amidst so much demand.
Yeah, we have a unique way of doing it. We have a special call center. You only call in, very soon the advert will run. Once you call in 24/7, we partner with FedEx, courier service. Where you make your order, FedEx will deliver to anywhere in the country at no extra cost to anyone. So that is the way we intend to distribute it around the country there. And we have a staff base of over 300 and keep increasing. We produce both in our Lagos and Abuja plant, and that is the way we're distributing it around the country.
So I'll hope for you of the success and the fact that you've been distributing this to schools. How hope for you that this will help in curbing the spread of COVID-19 in the country? In just 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, as we said, we led by example by we choosing a community of our own. That is the students going for their final year student, going for the WAHEC. We are covering the expense for that, which we have done through the NCDC, and we keep donating. And we call on other organizations to make a community of your choice and get some of this back to them. Jointly and gradually, we shall all become safe.
Thank you.
The country will be better.
Thank you, Kasumu, for coming on News on the Hour on Plus TV Africa.
Thank you very much.
Now, still ahead is our roundup on entertainment news. We'll be back in just a moment.